take a look. There will definitely be something ahead.
Hello, hello. There we go. I don't know what was going on. Bro, all this time I was talking to myself. Anyway, my bad. Yo, what's going on, fam? Thank you so much, Goose, for letting me know. I don't know what happened. I haven't changed anything since yesterday, but my mic just decided to not work, bro. Bruh. But yes, no mic, bro. Every stream, little by little, I'm just gonna start getting rid of shit. Pretty soon, I'm gonna go back to, like, I'm not gonna have a camera on. Y'all ain't gonna hear me anymore. You're gonna just see a light in the background. I don't know, dude. That is what we do, fam. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay, well, low key. Oh! I heard the music change and tiny footsteps laugh out loud, just no voice. I like how you said little footsteps. What's going on, Squid, by the way? Thank you so much for the hydrate. Anyway, like I was saying while I was talking to myself, number one, my name is Ma9X. What's up, bro? Number two, oh, I am late today. I apologize, fam, but my job pretty much kicked my ass today to the point where I was like, bro, I got home, I put the baby to bed, and I just knocked up out. Like, you have no idea how, bruh. I was like, I'm just gonna rest my eyes for like 10 minutes. Next thing I know, I slept for like an hour 40, and I was like, whoa, dude. But sometimes it just be like that, man. See, that's the stuff people don't tell you about having a job. It's all rainbows and sunshine until you know what I'm saying? Until you have a rough day and then you don't want to wake up because you're like, bro, I'm tired. But I'll tell you what, and I've been telling people this, I'm like, despite how rough of a day it was, at the same time, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Huh? Our names are written in this newspaper.
Because I've been unemployed for a year and a half, and I will still take all the shit that comes with having a job over that. 100%.
Let Paimon see. The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy. But that does not mean that others cannot interact with it.
Like, it is rough, my guy. It is rough out there, so for all of you who are still looking, I wish you well, man. Because, yeah.
My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh, thus, did
But anyway, long story short, man, I was just knocked up out. And I woke up. It's funny, because I don't want to say I woke up in like a cold sweat, but I woke up and I was like, oh, I got a stream. And I hurried up and I was like, bro, I'm just going to throw shit together. I almost didn't wear, I'll be honest with you guys, I almost didn't wear any pants to stream today. I was like, whatever. Nobody's going to see me on my draws. That's okay.
So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind
But
closed
I do
doors,
have pants
do not
on, so.
fear, for the tales of the traveler contain surprises in spades.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a disappointment. You guys tell me. All right, let me go ahead and do this. Yeah, but anyway, that's how my job is going, by the way. I am looking forward to the fact that tomorrow is Friday. I'll tell you that much. I am looking forward to Friday, fam. Squid, Goose, all fun and games till we make you do plank. See, that's why I disabled planks right now, because I don't need y'all seeing my fat ass on camera. That's what it is. No, I've just been so tired, dude. I'm like, I don't even want to get up from my chair once I sit down. I'll be honest with you guys. Not right now. Not right now, bruh. It's been a week. I applied to 5 more places today. They're everywhere near me. Oh, Squid, bro.
Charlotte's biggest scoop
I
yet.
hope you at least get an
Traveler's
interview
Trail,
or
World
something,
Park.
bro. I hope you get an interview or something, bro. Like, come on, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for my man Squid. Hopefully that man is able to get a job, especially something soon.
Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us and we never even noticed her.
Goose said, tell Squid to go up to the places in person and keep calling. Yeah, Squid, bro, at that point, you might as well just, you know what, Squid? At that point, you might as well just show up to the job, even if you're not working, and start working. Like just pretend like you work there until they pay your ass. In 2 days, I will after 3 days. Okay. Yo, what's up, Plant? How you doing? Nara, it is not my first time playing. Well, it's my first time playing chapter 4 at 5. I took 2 to 3 years off of this game, so I actually rejoined back before the Dendro art. So now I'm just trying to catch up.
She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter instead.
Bro, I learned that from like a 80s movie or something, bro. Just show up to the job, start working, and then just be like, I haven't been getting paid. And then, yep, just make it work, bro. Fake it. You know, take it to the next level. Fake it till you make it, my guy. Fake it till you make it.
Seriously? Well, fine. Those headlines...
Taking it to a whole nother level, bro. I wonder if that would actually work. You think? Wouldn't that be funny? Man gets shot, bro. You could be like a famous on TikTok. Man gets job by pretending to have job. I doubt anybody would ask.
Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and get something to eat?
Go in there and be like, hey, I never got a vest. What's going on? I've been waiting for a long time. I mean, what do you got to lose, bro? But yeah, Goose, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when it comes to not wanting to do shit after work, bro. Like, oh my God. I'm telling you, my guy, between work, family, and now stream, I am tapped out. I am not gonna lie. I was just talking to delivery about this. I'm like, bro, if things continue down the road that they are, I might have to start outsourcing my clip making. Like, I don't know. I'm really starting to consider that. Like, I mean, I still haven't gotten paid from the job or anything, so you know that's gonna take some time. But I'm like, bro, like I'm at the point where I'm like, if I could give someone like $5 a week to make me 3 clips or 4, like that to me would be a worthy investment.
That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake.
I'm not quite there yet, but at this point, I am getting there.
It was so delicious the last time we tried it. Despite the tense situation we were in, let's give it another go. I'm sure it'll be great.
Because that's my thing. Is like I've been doing the stream. So far, so good. It's only been a week. Stream feels good. 5 days a week, feeling good. Been doing the job, been doing the grind with the family, so everything's cool there. It's just I'm so tired after doing everything. I'm like, I don't want to make clips anymore. Like, I'm exhausted. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna see if I can actually sit there on Monday or Tuesday and actually make something. But I'm just tired, dude. So that's why I'm like, I don't know.
1 slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all. Oh, wait.
Shit, I don't want to do shit at work. Yeah, but Goose, I feel like you're doing everything at work, dog. Yo, what's up, Slayer? How you doing? Squid said, I think that's illegal.
Buy cake too?
You never know until you find out. What are they gonna do? Arrest you?
You really can eat.
What are they gonna do? Arrest you for providing a service?
Wait, did he really say something like that?
Nah, you just wouldn't be able to like go around and be like, oh
That's
yes,
right.
I do work here.
Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here.
Okay, I don't know why this game decided that they want to really to invest in furries. I'm not sure how down with that I
Do you
feel.
come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake and coffee.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to eat cake here anymore?
But why would it close?
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe...
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to
How have
that.
you not paid attention to
Still,
that, bro?
even if
Like,
there'd be no
you
more
about
cake
to get
tomorrow,
poofed.
That wouldn't keep me from having some today.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of sounds like my wife. I don't care if it's the end of the world tomorrow, but nobody's gonna keep me away from my cake.
No, it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people...
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have these 2 slices are for you? Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call
Oh, you know Sijuin?
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans.
Oh, wow. What is this race of creatures, bro?
Easily, yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food. So please,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If somebody,
I'll be going
if
now.
somebody right
You do try
now
to stay in a good
came
mood
up
after
to me with
eating,
a slice of
all
cake,
right?
I
Bye.
would totally, like, that would raise my spirits. This person is not lying. 100%. I will
there
eat
she
that
goes.
cake gladly.
Alright, let's dig in. Paimon,
You share a glance with Paimon. Why are you sharing a glance with her? Fuck Paimon.
it's more delicious than last time. And the flavor gets even better with a sip of tea. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food.
Really? That was a whole thing? Yes. Cake is my weakness. Or actually no. No, if I had to rank cake or pie, pie would be on top for me 100%. I'm not a big sweets guy, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, unless it's like candy. Candy's one of those things where, like, I don't actually need to eat candy, but if you put candy in front of my ass, I can't stop eating it. Isn't that weird? That's why I hate Halloween time, bro. For that reason alone. Like, throughout the year, I have no inkling for candy whatsoever. But the moment Halloween comes by, I can't stop. I'm like addicted. Uh-oh. Wait, is this where the story is? Uh-oh. That is not where the story is, fam. Let's go to Cherno. Yeah, here we go. Whoa, what just happened? Alright, I'm gonna go. Peace out, bro. I might be back. Sounds good, Squid. Take it easy, my guy. I will do so. Thank you so much. That's weird. We're gonna go ahead, and I gotta play with helmet too, bruh. Okay, I will do that right now once I figure out what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. We're gonna go ahead and go to quests. That's a song on the Welkin Moon. Oh, what the heck? Quests location occupied by other quests? Oh, do I have to cancel something that I'm on right now? Let's see. Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, wait a second. Area occupied by quests. Steambird interview? Oh, I guess I gotta do this quest before I can do that other one. Very strange, my friend. Very strange. Well, that's okay. We'll do the side quest. Get it donezo. Progress is progress. The troubleshooter position. I'd be down with the troubleshooter position. Troubleshooter? Yes, I know the name troubleshooter is simply too gouch. I thought my man was saying gooch. I'm like, it's too gooch. Where is my helmet, by the way? I told you guys I had pants on. I wasn't lying, fam, when I said I had pants on today. Just today, though. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine. We're gonna keep the helmet on for this mission. Simply to gouch. Observation. Every citizen who comes to the Steambird seeks help with anxious and jittery, but your steps are relaxed, your expression calm. It's cool, but yapping to NPC is not cool. Those who are fortunate are all the same. Those who fall victim to misfortune all have their woes. But you needn't worry. Those who seek assistance from others via tales of humanity haven't run into any serious trouble, so it shouldn't be hard to handle. Have a look at this batch of commissions. Bruh. I can claim this. That's cool. I forgot I have to do stuff. Blech. All you need to do is find some time, pick every week to read through submissions, Tales of Humanity, pick out a few commissions. Okay, yeah. I think after 5 regions, I kind of know how reputation works. I don't need an interview. I've done this so many times. Okay, cool. How's my reputation, dog? Y'all saying I got no reputation? That's dirty. That's dirty, but you know what? Whoa! Okay, I can do the main mission now.
Wow!
Yo,
That is
Charlotte.
The Traveler and Paimon! Oh, have you seen... Ha! You've got some nerve! You just used us to make some quick mora!
Can we negotiate a profit split? Look at that.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It's all right, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you.
I've even
I've
set
even
the
set
table
the
with some
table
food.
with some food.
Where's skip button? HSR, ZZZ, high 3 already have skip button. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, a skip button would have been beautiful at the beginning, like when I was first playing this game. Now though, I'm actually trying to learn what the hell's going on. It only took 4 chapters.
Really?
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were a journalist with ulterior motives, you'd be in trouble now, you know.
I mean, I gotta ask, like, if you could skip the story, in my opinion, what would you enjoy about Genshin Impact? Like real talk. If you're not doing the story, what would you enjoy to watch?
Oh, Paimon knows you.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden?
A
Were you
friend of
looking
hers
for
met
me?
you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of coming to see you.
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well.
I have a pillow
a
with your
guest
picture on
columnist
it.
for
Is
our
that
paper.
strange?
Really good one, too.
I
She's
mean,
so
if
young
you
and
had
already
a
such a brilliant astrologist.
picture of me on your pillow, I would take that as a compliment. unless you're the type of person who beats the crap out of their pillow trying to make it feel comfortable, then we might have a problem.
So she mentioned me?
She said that you're a real daredevil of a journalist.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary traveler and...
Huh? So your article
Wow,
in the
thank you
paper
so much.
today doesn't
No
count?
problem.
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like live photography.
What I'd do is dive deeper and ask you to talk about things you've seen and experienced.
Yeah, are we even?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right...
Oh, in that...
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief
You never
immediately.
do an
We'll have to
interview
apply
with
for
the press.
lighting, a venue, some
Take
props, and-
this to the bank If anyone on the street stops you with the camera, you say hell no, and you slap them and you walk away.
Whew,
That's
so much
right.
to get done.
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
Yo, what up,
Yeah,
jabroni?
what's
How you
that?
doing, man?
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow?
Default skill inspire. Hey,
That's
somebody
the prophecy you're talking about,
somebody
isn't it?
used their points to have
I
me
mean,
wear it
I
for a
do
bit,
hear
so
about
that
it
is what
often,
I'm
but
doing. I am
I
a
never
man
once
of
thought
the
that the day could
people
be
100%. By the way, folks, I need to know because now my community's got me interested. Have you all heard of a game called Dispatch? And if so, I need details. Stat.
If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene. And secondly, I wouldn't forsake my home. From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person, then the story... And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations. I'm not a dreamer.
This girl is
workaholic,
dedicated
but I
toward
do
her
love
work.
my
I'll tell you
job.
that much.
And I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind.
I love how
guess
when
you could
people
say
say
that
I'm not a
I was born to
workaholic,
be a
but then they're
journalist.
working after work. It's kind of like,
But
you kind of
anyway,
sounded like a
that's my
workaholic. Either that or you crazy. It's one or
That's
the other.
So nice. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
Yeah, let's go take a look at the sea. Okay, I think I can finally take this off. Maybe? Nope. No, we're still in a cutscene.
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty... Paimon's been thinking.
Oh god.
If it wasn't
Paimon's
Fontaine,
thinking.
but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do?
I mean, I don't know about you, Paimon, but I'm from like space, dog. I would get the out.
No, Paimon should ask if... We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things.
I would get the
We didn't have to either,
look
with
out.
us always being on the road and
I don't know.
whatnot.
Came back to it. Yeah, Squid made me put it on, bro.
You mean still
He's always
traveling?
trolling me. My favorite Pokemon are Vaporeon, Gardevoir, Lopunny, and Ditto. What do you think? I mean, I know Vaporeon and Ditto. Does that help?
Huh.
But why Vaporeon? Like that? What are you saying? Why?
Feels like you'll grow
But to be
more
fair,
when
now
you
there's like
stay
what,
here long
1,000 Pokemon that you can pick from? 1,000? Like you have too many now.
enough. But it's still the...
Ah, so the two of you are still here.
Isadora.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
But yeah, fam, has now my community's got me interested in a game called Dispatch. I'm pretty sure the game's called Dispatch. What do y'all think? Have anyone heard of it? It was funny because like people were talking about it and I'm like, okay, well, whatever. That sounds good. And then I looked into it and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden my wife was like, oh, I know that game. I've been seeing video clips of it and everything. It's crazy. And I'm like, you've heard about it too? Like, what is this phenomena? What is this phenomena that I don't know about?
Yes, I'm Isadora.
I beat it so
Monsieur
good.
Nervillat sent me to look for you two before.
I heard it
that
was another
afterward you went
Gooner
to the
game, and that's
fortress
why
of
I'm like, oh
Meropide.
hell yeah.
Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here yes, inside the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared the incident as...
A riot?
Well, that said, Lady Farina was watching a performance at the Opera House. And while she was resting during
Oh,
it,
damn.
loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy
Oh
crisis.
man, people are attacking Farina for sitting on her ass and doing nothing.
And before
Love
she
it.
could respond, the crowd continued to grow, and protests against the Hydro Archon started to break out.
So
Not a
people have
Gooner
started
game?
to put the
I don't
blame on
know, bro.
Farina.
That's what
Guess
delivery
they
said.
finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under
But
due
you
to the
know,
prophecy.
I trust delivery with whatever he says. By the way,
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But
So what happened after that?
seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless,
story was
she claimed
absolutely
that she'd
amazing. They
gotten
put so much
tired
love
of
in it.
this and left in a
Don't
hurry.
get too much like it. Really, bro, you're making me want to buy it. But it's like, when did it come out? When did Dispatch even come out, bro? Because I saw like it went on sale in October, like towards Halloween. But I'm like, I don't think it's been out that long. But it was only like $3 off. It's not like a huge sale, so I'm like, eh.
The Marechaussee Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch
But the
word Lady
fact that my
Farina
wife
had
was like,
gone.
oh yeah, I've been seeing
Only
clips
when things
about
had
it and da-da-da.
stabilized
I'm
did
like,
we
you've been
realize
seeing
that
clips
she had
about this
gone
random
missing.
game? What the heck? Y'all triggered like a chain reaction.
So
That's right. The Marechaussee has dispatched many people.
Oh, man, Farina's gone
There's
missing?
much to worry about. She is a god after all. Good.
don't worry, this is more than.
Is that so? Well,
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. And as we also know, she may be loud. When Nervala was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness, and it would be hard for her. Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's. Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the
Looks
answer,
like those
of course,
detective
but
novels
Paimon
have
can
had an
do
effect on
In
you.
that case, there's not a moment.
Damn, so Farina went missing. Oh man. Oh man, the people are getting restless. The people are getting restless. Oh, I don't even know where to put this, dog. Whatever. Actually, in my top 10 right now, maybe even 5. It's that good, Bruce, bro. You're gonna make me buy it tonight. But if I get it, my problem is like, when do I stream it?
A blade embraces
Like,
its duty.
am I gonna
As a
replace
jeweler
Chivalry 2
cherishes
with
their gems.
fucking Dispatch? Is that what I'm about to do? Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Blasphemy, bro.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
I'm like, with the way you guys are talking about the game, I'm kind of like, bro, I'll buy it. I will buy it tonight and play it on Saturday if it's really that good.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
Yeah. But I know the moment I do that, people from Shiv are gonna be like, no Shiv, what's going on? I'm be like, bro, you don't even come by when I'm playing Shiv. Like, it's like people want me to play
This
Shiv,
place looks deserted.
but they don't actually want to come out and support me anymore. They just want me to play it so this way I can make the game, you know, get more exposure to the game. Isn't that crazy?
Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
I'm like, dog, you want me to advertise the game, but you're not gonna come out to support me anymore? Why would I even do that? Damn, Farina is here.
That's Farina, right over there. She really is here all on her own.
Stay quiet for now.
Should I just give up?
This is
all.
all meaningless.
What
Oh,
was meant to
Farina.
happen did happen after all.
Damn.
Everyone's dead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Give up. I'm sorry, but what can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over? Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina. It's
So it is you.
This one
long
crazy, bro.
traveler from another land. Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
Farina. You were crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are off.
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the art. They even dare to tout their archon. I must teach them a lesson.
Damn.
I can. Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marche Say Phantom are freaking out right next to them, too.
Stop trying to act tough, Farina.
Hey, there she is. The Hydro Archon's over there.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Imagine you're a god and everybody hates you.
Quick, after her.
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been able to meet me in person, aren't they?
Poor Farina.
That's against the rules. I can't let them get their way.
Farina just ran off. Quick, we have to catch.
Bro, can you guys at least pretend like you're running fast? Like, it doesn't even look like... It looks like they're straight up jogging, bro. Does nobody know how to run in this game? We're gonna jog. Up, 2, 3, 4.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of...
What is this place?
Hurry, they're almost here.
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted.
Okay, what the hell is Farina hiding, bro? Why won't she be honest with us? What is this big secret?
No, I mean, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
You might want to lower your voice.
Yep, that's a good girl.
What's happening? The ground's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
Another disaster just struck, I
Yeah.
suspect.
A quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
Oh, man. Don't tell me there's another flooding.
Can't be. It's happening again.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Nouvellette's made some emergency plans, so the evacuation should go a lot smoother this time.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But the people of Poisson, they've already...
Has Farina finally reached her limit? Now that she's talking about her actual feelings, she's starting to look far less stiff. You begin to talk amongst yourselves as Farina slowly calms down.
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years. I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me.
Oh,
I've
man.
tried all kinds of ways, too, to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing, but all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
You still haven't given up, right? I mean, that sounds like she gave up, bro.
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also...
That would also mean that all hope would
Indeed.
disappear.
I've thought about giving up so many times. Especially fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just started to come true, and so many people have already lost their lives. But just now, it all became clear to me. I still don't have the right to come to terms with fate on behalf of everyone else. As long as the don't worry. I will... Well, that's enough for now. I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station, don't take any of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims
I
of
mean,
trivial
bro, you were
prophecy?
sounding like you were ready to let Fontaine fall. There's something going on here. We're running out of time. We can't just go back to square one like this. I have to get more information out of here. Rena, you might not have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
You can still choose to confide in somebody. Just share it with me. I'm what you call a witness.
A witness. Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
I mean, I would think I'm a little bit more than a spectator with everything I've done, but yeah. Are we actually gonna get the story? The secret. Let it out, Farina. Wait, what? I'm in the prison. Liney?
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance.
How did he do that?
Now, without further ado, we may proceed to the trial of our god.
Bro, she was just about to open up to me.
So, this is what it is. Yes, you deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the dramatic stake. Do not forget, however, that I am Fosalor, the god of justice, the embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike you as even the least bit absurd to bring the very concept of justice to trial?
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial? In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
Oh, Clarin came out like, come on.
You would draw your blade against a god? I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
Paimon can't believe it.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Wow, how utterly humiliating.
Lady Farina, what is the meaning of this?
Shh! It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding. To be clear, the raising of both hands is not always an indication of surrender.
Looking for excuses again.
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary. I will admit that I've been running away for a long time. I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes. You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I, too, am exceedingly disappointed in myself.
Damn, poor Farina.
But now, it is time for the Hydro Archon to show you her courage and resolve. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice. This time, I will protect you. Applaud and rejoice. One of the most outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. The trial of the Hydro Archon, Focalor, will now begin!
Woohoo!
Everybody's like, woo! I imagine this is what it felt like when people watched Judge Judy.
Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on! Didn't she just get forced to stand trial for her crime? Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic...
All right, then. Who will be my opponent in this trial?
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bruh, you were just making friends with her.
So. Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
We're so close to getting her to tell us the truth, and it still turned out like this in the end. Bro, tell me about it. You were just making friends with her, and now you're like, oh, I'm the prosecutor. I'm about to put your ass in jail. As long as we can defeat Farina in court, we'll still have a chance to figure everything out. I hope so. Oh, man. Poor Farina. The Nouvelette's still looking badass.
Also, please allow me to ask, as a final question before the trial begins, just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were rather straightforward and easy.
Navia, the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates.
Oh, man. So they set that up.
They changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you. The people's resentment against their Archon has been building as more and more of the prophecy is fulfilled. Moreover, according to our understanding and analysis of you, when something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself.
They set her up? That's so dirty. That's so dirty. You don't set up someone like that. Come on.
We arranged for a second group to lie in wait there.
So, you mean, the ones who scoured the settlement for me were also from the Spina?
And their goal was to force you to step into the giant magic box so you may personally participate in the greatest magic performance in all of Fontainian history.
That's right. That house was a magic box, rather than someone's residence.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude.
Oh, wow.
And the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Arenias.
Dang.
Its cargo, of course, was an Archon.
How did you even do that?
Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary
How did you even do that? Like, in your last show, there were like tracks built underneath the building, but my man, whatever. We're not going to question
this
that.
Performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off.
Best Archon quest in the history. Oh, come on! Don't tell me that, man. Please don't tell me this is the one and only, because I'm really enjoying this Archon quest. And I don't know how to feel about the next one.
We had to select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water.
Damn, they did all of that.
So, in other words,
The earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house. Oh, that's good.
Of another disaster to come.
We deceived you back there.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's part. You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight. Also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine would accept a duel with an Archon without flinching. As for you, Traveler, you'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage.
No.
Oh?
My mission was to give you a last chance. We hope that you share your secret with us before the magic bots arrived onto the stage.
Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance. It's fine. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through.
Objection! Judge the Hydra Archon. Still, I can't help but be a little bothered by that conversation earlier. What did Farina want to say to me right before we arrived on the stage?
Sir Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along. This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too! Hey, Charlotte! Oh, let Paimon see. Isn't this the exclusive... Wait, then that means this document is a perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine! So in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey as evidence for an argument!
Ah, got it. Okay, it's a super practical gift.
Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of
Oh,
it as
we're
a
about to,
reflection,
okay. Well, cue the Dragon Ball Z voice.
Hydro Archon in the very first duel you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right. I didn't think that you'd wind up getting to the bottom of the case I'd been following all this time. I guess you could also see this as a happy coincidence. This is the first time Monsieur Nervillette had a difference of opinion with the Oratrice. Even the Hydro Archon can't figure it out. A Fatui Harbinger. She's an extraordinary person. Her instinct must mean something.
The knave believes it is possible that only is Farina not really the Archon, but that she's actually inflicted with some sort of curse. Ah.
The fortress of Meripede was almost destroyed in a single day. That I didn't witness that scene personally will always be a source of professional regret. According to Monsieur Nervillette, both Child and that whale should have been in the primordial sea at that time. I nearly lost my awesome friend Navia. To be honest, that still gives me shivers. The words of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when something surreal happens to you.
Okay, well, I mean, that's nice. Let the trial begin.
The prosecution and the
The
defense,
are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
begin.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh, come on, Nervillette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese.
I agree.
Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all of this. Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than
Damn,
that.
Farina.
True. But my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon. Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Damn.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey, I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right? She's not our Archon at all?
Charge accepted.
Oh, man. They're charging her with not being an actual god? What the heck?
Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge? Lady Farina.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty? There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah, Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Farina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be no fooling their memory. See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. Are you sure you want to commit to a charge that will never be upheld? If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the god of justice.
Bro, I love her so much. She's so
for
badass.
making a false accusation.
Farina is just such a badass. Thank you so much for like, Mad Lad.
Spectacle and move on with our lives. What do you say to that?
I say, you lying. You a liar, Farina.
An argument with near impossible odds, huh?
We have to not only refute Farina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
Long-held beliefs of the people.
The people only see you as their Archon because that's their long-held belief.
I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon,
if I believe you're not the god, then what manner of being do you think I am? Yo, what's up, Disco? How you doing, man?
And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
I've got to think carefully. Oh shit, I didn't see what that said. Why can Farina live so long despite... Why can't Farina live for so long despite being human? That's a good question. Bro, I am doing awesome. Right now I'm playing a game called Genshin Impact. And then my community's been telling me about another game called Dispatch, which I'm looking into. So, all in all, feeling pretty good, man.
Even if that wasn't the case,
how about yourself, dude?
there could be other ways to extend your life.
Such as a curse.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against me.
What matters is the veracity of the plan.
Curse. I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
Do I ever sleep? Swear you're like live 24/7? No, I do sleep. I don't know, man. I don't know how I've been doing it. I mean, I just got a job last week Monday, so now I am doing that as well. So now, like, my day is literally, I wake up 8 in the morning, I work, after work, I spend time with my family, aka my kid and my wife, and then I jump on stream. But I did cut down on the stream to 5 days a week, and honestly, I've been jumping on stream a little bit later than usual, so I'm still trying to, like, figure things out. But bro, I've been grinding, my guy. But I will say, like, the stream is now, it's just, yeah, it's just something I do, like, I'm doing it for fun and having a good time. So, you know, all good stuff, my guy.
Neverlet sensed it too, huh?
Instead of an Archon, could you just be a cursed human?
Lady Farina is actually a human?
Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. It's, bro, talk about the grind, my guy. But you know what? Like I said, once I got the job, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream and still do what I like to do. But I was like, bro, I've already committed. Like I said, I am going for broke, my guy. So my life is just, you know what I'm saying? The grind is real, my guy. How about yourself? What have you been up to? Ooh, the scale has moved in our direction.
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said, how does that prove that I am merely a human being? Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why, for centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house, or consider the endemnitium that is used in every aspect of life.
Wait, that one child proved the opposite. Farina actually has no control over the Oratrice. Yep. It wasn't this one. Which one was it? What? Sorry. There it is.
You tried to reference the Oratrice, but weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that.
That's true. They got her there.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend.
Just been grinding too, working and whatnot. Oh man.
Explanation.
What does your day usually look like, my guy?
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order. While the court is in session, the principles of justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an Archon, you are also first and foremost the defendant in this trial. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
Nicolette said, you better stop.
That kind of rhetoric against me.
Nicolette was like, you better tell us the truth or your ass is going to jail.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina.
He is the dragon, by the way.
I reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that all should respect and follow.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice.
Currently very free, live in the middle of nowhere, so been landscaping from my parents. Bro, how big is your parents' land, my guy?
Instead of having been created by you,
Was he Fontaine? Fontaine's so good.
you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they?
Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they? The best region in Genshin. Everybody is telling me this. Please do not tell me that after this arc, everything goes to shit. Please do not tell me that. I love Fontaine. It is by far my favorite story so far. And region.
The real Hydro Archon. Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day, but the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally, and it has been operating independently ever since it was first created.
I built patios and stuff. Good sized garden though. Like, so what are you saying? Like are you in charge of like cutting? When you're talking about landscaping, are we talking about like planting stuff, cutting grass? I mean, you said building patios and stuff. Like, what does that entail?
You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed,
We need to wait for
that the god
Snezhnaya.
behind it must also be no god at all.
When does Snezhnaya come out?
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses.
Seems like she's confident we won't be able to
She's
produce proof
confident
that she has
we
no
won't be
power
able
over the
to produce
Oratrice.
Proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
But then, Miss Farina, could you give us a brief demonstration of your power as an Archon?
My power as an Archon.
After
There
1
are
year,
many
bruh.
ordinary citizens in the
All of the
audience.
above,
How
chainsaw
can I
license,
just
etc.
carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon.
Chainsaw license? What?
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
Ooh, Niverlette's like, I can handle your powers. I will protect everybody. So go on. Prove it to us.
You don't need to go that far.
A brief demonstration of your power over Hydro should be quite harmless. Surely an Archon can at least match the capacities of a human with a vision.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of indemnitium. All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and I've converted the people's faith in justice into indemnitium. Thus did I give up all of my divine power
wow.
to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives. Have you ever seen a more magnanimous god?
I will drink vodka and eat pelmeni in Snezhnaya with me. Sounds good, Wesley.
Isn't bad.
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
That is true. If you are a god and you have no power, can you be considered a god? There's so much to dissect there. I'm like, bro, if you're weaker than me, and you come out and you're like, yo, I'm God. How do you prove it? Ooh, you in trouble.
Nobody's buying Farina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar. I'm still the same Farina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you want to believe
Someone's in trouble. Nobody believe in you. Thank you so much for the share, Disco. I appreciate it. Demigod, no. I mean, but even a demigod has some powers. Look at Hercules, right? Hercules was considered a demigod, and that man was still flexing on folks.
Please, you've got to believe me.
If what the prosecutor said is true, she really has committed a grave offense.
This damn quest made me cry a lot. Kamal, you have no idea, bro. Like when Navia's, by far the saddest moment for me was when Navia's kinfolk, or you know, her peoples basically disappeared, went poof. That was sad as hell, dude. And then knowing that they were protecting her even in death, this game, it just
Did she deceive
killed me.
all of us? And all of our parents and grandparents too? And all of our ancestors? Ever since they were born?
Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what
grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal? Thank you so much for the heart me, Disco. I appreciate it, my guy. You know, one of my cousins is also a landscaper, and I gotta give mad props to you, bro. Hold on. I gotta give you mad props, bro, because landscaping is not an easy job whatsoever. My cousin be working in like 80 degree, 90 degree, 20 degree, like landscaping never stops. And that is a physically intensive job. So kudos to you, my friend.
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she
Absolute nightmare, never get into it. Trust me, bro. I did one physical labor job in my life, and that was when I was 16, and I was a fucking a cart, you know, one of those people who collect the carts for the grocery stores. The thing is like at the time, my grocery store did not have one of those like machines that can pick up the carts and drive them and stuff. Like I had to push those bad boys by myself. And I'm telling you, man, there's nothing harder than physical labor in my opinion. Like it's one thing to have mental labor, like that stuff is exhausting, but when you have to do physical labor, that stuff is mentally exhausting as well. So at that point I was like, yep, not for me. What evidence can prove that Farina is a human? Oh, I don't know. What evidence can prove that Farina is a human? I mean, yeah, why wouldn't she have stopped the water?
That doesn't
Oh,
sound right.
damn it. Would it be this one?
It has been established that all Fontainians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you
They're
can
gonna throw
use
the
right
primordial
here and
seawater on her
to
and see if she
eliminate
goes
all
poof.
suspicions of you being the
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago, including those. So, Miss Farina, would you dare to touch some of the seawater?
Oh wow. Oh wow. They are testing her right now, because if she's human from Fontaine and she touches that water, she will die. She will literally go poof.
If we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching the seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is strengthen your case.
I mean, this is a flawed test though, because if she's not from Fontaine, she'd be able to touch it.
But if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolve. I do hope you'll act prudently.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
If Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontainian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
She's not from Fontaine? Farina?
Lady Farina, this test has been unilaterally
She's not from
proposed by the
Fontaine.
prosecution.
There's no way.
As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically...
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word.
What's going on? Is she really planning to...
She's not from Fontaine.
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Farina.
Hey!
She actually...
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved! Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon! I'm nothing like a normal human who would fall apart as soon as they touch this water! Really? Was this not the most obvious thing in the world?
Miss Siegewin? If you are present, Miss Siegewin, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Siegewin? Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds.
Please announce the results of your evaluation.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Miss Siegewin. Lady Farina, you may return to the defendant's
Oh, wait. What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved! Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. On the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur, we don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
They fooled her again, and they fooled me this time as well. That's not cool, but cool at the same time. Holy shit. So they just proved she's a human.
Out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert witness.
Yo, what's up, Naveen?
It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually you.
I can't believe...
Yeah, they tricked her. She's a human. What's really going on here? Farina can't have not known the consequence of touching that water as a human. This is too unlike how she usually acts, unless it's actually more important for her to keep up her facade than to save her own life. But hadn't she given up on everything a long time ago?
Listen to me, everyone. Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks. What happened just now didn't prove a single thing. Think about it. How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial sea? Well, also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water?
Dang, nobody's buying her story anymore.
Please, anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
So then give up your... Just tell us what the problem is, Focalors. Damn, I feel bad for her. Nobody's believing in her. You might as well just say what it is.
At this point will sway anyone.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Farina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
Oh, wow.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone who's too stacked against her now.
Oh man, what's going on?
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is...
guilty.
Guilty.
It's just like the prophecy. That's how she was sitting.
Turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
That's exactly how she was sitting in the prophecy slate, where they have her sitting on the throne by herself crying. Are they fulfilling the prophecy right now? Guilty as charged, bro. Holy... Well, it all depends on what the machine says.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale,
Farina is not guilty. And they're gonna say not guilty. Yep, another disagreement.
What's the Oratrice's verdict?
Did the Oratrice just declare Farina to be innocent?
The Oratrice also displays
The Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict?
Isn't that correct?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus.
The Hydro Archon guilty?
Guilty.
Why would it say the Hydro Archon?
To be punished via the death sentence.
Oh! 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 To be punished via death?
The death sentence?
That's actually one of the available sentences.
What?
I've always thought that it was just a myth.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court, and it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of justice? What an unexpected twist.
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice? We just wanted to use the trial to show her the seriousness.
This outcome is indeed quite strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentence, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
Yeah, even Fauché wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice. You know, the real evil mastermind behind the serial disappearances case.
Instead of Farina, the Oratrice rendered judgment on the Hydro Archon.
Indeed. Not only is Farina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of our trial today was also to prove that Farina has never been the Hydro Archon in the first place.
Bro, no, I have not played any Fire Emblem games. I've watched them, just never played them.
But now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon.
Yeah, what does this mean? Is she the Hydro Archon? Is she not? Like, what is going on here?
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still going?
Fremine! You finally made it. I assume this means you've completed your mission?
Mm-hmm. Any mission Father assigns to me will always be top priority.
But somehow from the other Fatui, Femine brings a stone slate.
That the
Oh.
first prophecy slate?
Oh, this is the one that was crushed.
Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water. But has the trial already concluded? Then doesn't that mean
Don't
I've
worry,
come
the
too
mystery
late?
hasn't resolved yet.
Thank you for your hard work,
Oh
Mr.
man,
Faraday.
what is this?
Please allow me to review the record left on the slate. Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates. I would like...
Bro, what is going on?
So what do you see? What is it?
This looks like the previous Hydro Archon releasing her divine power, turning the Oceanids into human beings?
I believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people? Oh, wait, no, that's Farina, and we've already proven. So when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kind of talking about?
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
An association between the contents of the slates and events in real life.
Okay, let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stones.
Select to check the descriptions on the stone slates to extract key information from them. You can find scenarios related to stone slates contents in this incident recorded in an interview notebook. There you can verify said content. As the verification process continues, the fountain water level in the menu interface will rise. When you have finished verifying all stone slates, the truth behind the prophecy shall be revealed. Okay, hell if I know how this works. It's like they give you a description, but then you read it and you're like, I have no idea what the hell they just said right now.
To show the previous Hydro Archon using her divine power, and then the Oceanids turn into humans.
Oh, okay, those little things right there, the Oceanids, and then they become human. Got it.
Does that mean that Fontainians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps the second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together. But the heavens still brought judgment down. This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontainians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydro Archon sin are the same thing? The third slate shows the Hydro Archon seeking into the sea surrounded by many people. That reminds Paimon, didn't we also watch that happen to someone else?
Yes, we what? Okay.
Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontainians have been talking about.
People dissolving into the sea, the Hydro Archon crying on her throne, and so on.
We didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first, did we? But after...
Oh, bro. I'm gonna go now. My phone is dying. I feel like, oh, Gamer Kid, I didn't even know you were here. You gotta say something. Anyway, thanks for dropping by. Yo.
Thank you, my friend.
Okay, the real events related to prophecies on the prophecy slates. Okay. The stone slates in the runes show that the prophecy describe a history of the future, the first piece that was originally missing. It seems to show the former Hydro Archon used divine power to turn Oceanids into people. Okay. It turns out the Fontainians can be dissolved by water from the primordial sea. Over the years, Vashar kidnapped and dissolved many young girls for his experiments. No. Okay, well, this one. This one is her. Navia falling.
It's not as simple as when Navia fell into the sea. Her consciousness was subjected to judgment. The stone slates show the people gathered around the Hydro Archon in the sea. Could that be alluding to the same?
Okay, so we got one. Chose a scene that's basically identical to the described in the prophecy. No, I mean, I would think it's this one. Okay, so we got that
The prophecy
one.
from the stone slates found its way into society, but not many people believed it at first. The fortress of Meropide was nearly flooded with primordial seawater. If we hadn't dealt with it in time...
Okay, that's good. Now this one. Cool.
We know from the case of the serial disappearances of young women that Fontainians can be dissolved in and the first stone slate tells us that long ago, the Hydro Archon used her power to turn Oceanids into... This might be the reason that Fontainians can dissolve.
I don't know what this one would be. The stone slates and the runes show the prophecy describe a history of the future. Oh, the history of a future. So that must be the T. What? You said the history of the future, mofo. So is this one Farina? Oh yeah, okay.
Perhaps what is about to take place has all happened before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervalet mentioned, and the original sin cast down on the people of Fontaine by Celestia, as recorded on the stone.
Okay, I don't know what I just solved, but I hope that
the
it's...
primordial sea but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an Oceanid.
Okay.
The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin. Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness, and was forced to take part in a trial meant to make her stay.
Oh wow. Yep.
The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meropide was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what. The stone slate's content can all be verified by recent events. If we combine what we know together, loads of truths should come to light.
Okay, well, we verified it. Fontaine's Archon quest is peak. I'm very excited, even though I'm first time being here. Bro,
So that's how you can make sense of it.
this Archon quest by far has been one of the most interesting, entertaining ones so far. And I'm kind of nervous about... I feel like they're setting the stage up here, like, and now I'm worried about what the next ones look like.
But then it feels like we're going to have to share some truly shocking revelations.
Let's hear them.
Fontainians are not real humans.
Incredible. Linny, did you hear that?
We're not real humans.
All Fontainians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their basis. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontainians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vacher dissolved were also turned into Oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also saw everyone gathered around for a trial, all of them in the shape of Oceanids.
That is true.
Indeed.
The crime of the Hydro Archon was her creation of Fontainians from Oceanids.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first slate that she probably angered Celestia by creating humans without prior permission. That could also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty. It's to account for that ancient sin.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us?
Damn. Oh.
And yet, after many hundreds of years, The Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese. The twists of history are often the most unexpected of all.
Bro, that's messed up. After many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations, aka the humans in Fontainian, turned around to judge the Archon for her crimes, which was essentially giving birth to them. I'm still convinced that should come after the fourth slate.
Yeah, isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate?
The fourth slate depicts the fulfillment of the prophecy as it's already widely known.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Did Paimon get all that right?
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive that you've already managed to connect so many pieces of the truth. However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also been etched with an additional layer of hidden information using a different power source. When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. But since we only had 3 slates at the time, I was unable to come to a full conclusion. Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within. If everything goes well, we should finally be informed of the unadulterated truth.
I mean, this is rough, bro. Like, dang. Dang. How much worse can it get?
I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people of Fontaine as well. I will try to briefly summarize it for you. Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontainians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind. However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the 7, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life. Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanids' blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process.
Whoa.
But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids. Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
Damn.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing.
Imagine your whole existence is a lie.
Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontainian.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the 3rd and 4th stone slates was
Oh.
inaccurate. The slates' respective positions are, in fact, correct.
What is the 3rd slate supposed to represent
A key
then?
point of the visual on the 3rd slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids.
So yeah, they turn against...
They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. Instead of being the literal element, the water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice. You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, Her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate. Therefore, the meaning of the third slate is that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the court of justice.
See, that's what I'm saying. We've been fulfilling the prophecy. That's exactly why Farina was like, no, you guys have to stop. Please believe me.
Yes, it refers to our present situation.
Yep. And then she was sitting there on a throne looking all sad and shit.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy, in truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold.
What should we do?
Pretend this never happened and keep moving on.
Huh. No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled.
That's what it feels like to be a prisoner of fate.
Does that mean the scene in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled?
Traveler, I would like to point out another small fallacy in your deductions.
Oh, damn.
About the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass, yes? However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come. As for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already encountered it.
The
once
whale?
before.
Just what is the source of the
This
catastrophe?
eruption was just a small warning of the things to come. We must find the root cause of the disaster.
Yeah, the
It
whale.
was both dream and reality.
If we're talking about a true culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
Mm-hmm.
The truth, the original sin, the trial.
Yeah. What is that whale? That's the only thing that I was like, I don't know what that is. Like, but I thought it was gonna be a good thing, not a bad thing. Oh damn, y'all better get to some high ground, bro. Yeah, Nubilet. Get him, boy. Why is Nubilet so badass? Child? Bro, Child's such a badass. So cool. Holy crap.
Too close. How did that thing just burst into the opera house? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your
I wager that it's also the one that Child saw when he was young.
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here. That whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while. It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step will...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontainians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontainians nigh impossible to resist. Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food.
Wow.
Food in the form of...
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to...
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Without him, the whale would have likely come onto land far sooner. From the way he looked, he must have been fighting the creature for quite a long time.
Oh, child.
Special connection with that whale, but we definitely didn't expect it to help us out like this.
Child's a badass, bro.
Now that we know that this whale is the actual cause of the disaster recorded in the prophecy, all we need to do to stop the prophecy would be to find a way to beat it up.
It is too late.
What do you mean?
It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy before we could notice it. At this point, it has become practically integrated with the sea itself. Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be destroyed, it could still survive and swim off towards some other world.
That's not something I will accept. We've already done everything we can. We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
Indeed. That's not how a grand performance should end.
I'll fight it to the end. No matter what.
Clorind, you're so bad. I don't care. I don't care. You to go, Clorind.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
Unless I get involved.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
If this is all about fate.
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall? Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play.
Could it be that even if the prophecy will be fulfilled, there will still be a way to save everyone? Did I miss something? Wait, I forgot about Farina. What was it that she wanted to say to me at that last moment in the giant magic box? Was it her real secret? What is her real secret?
What's happening with the oratories?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Farina! No, I still need answers.
What the heck? Who is that? The real Hydro Archon. Farina? I like her name. Farina?
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
Ah, the sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Focalor? Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe. Now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised,
Whoa, bro.
it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in.
Oh my god. What's up, Traden?
I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum.
Do your colleagues know that that is probably the lamest attempt at being a troll I have ever heard. So congratulations. Congratulations on being unoriginal and just dumb. Like, that's just stupid, bro. But anyway, bye. Sorry, E, I accidentally deleted your message, but you should be good now.
I had to outwit the heavenly principles.
Bruh.
Allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at... I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it
That's
was hardly the
crazy.
inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids.
It's okay, focus on story if
Transformed
you
into a
can't pay
human by
attention to the
Egeria's
soundtrack.
hand.
The soundtrack is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Fontaine is by far one of my favorite regions of all time. 100%. Once an Oceanid transformed into a human by Egeria's hand. Oh wow. Wow.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished.
So, damn.
Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess. as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy, under the curse I placed on her. So long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness.
Oh my. Damn.
Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass.
She's pretty much just a doll. Oh my god, that is so sad.
I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Wow. And then they were gonna kill her? Came into contact with Farina's tears. If I remember correctly, tears often contain a being's strongest emotions. With sufficiently strong hydrosensitivity, I can form an emotional connection, just like I did with that oceanid at the Fountain of Lucine. Wait, could this be Farina's inner world? Farina, what is she doing on stage? Wait a moment. That probably isn't Farina. That's likely a reflection of her inner self. If I can directly speak to that self, I might be able to easily get what I wanted to know. I came here for answers. Either way, this opportunity is not to be missed. Let me try talking to her. Oh my god, Farina! Uh-oh. How do I get up here? Oh, okay. Man, look at it. This is crazy.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self,
August?
but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Farina?
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand
Don't look at me. Don't look at
There is no
me.
need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
But
Oh,
just let
do
the
not
stage
jest.
lights go off,
Can you not
please.
feel it?
If only for a second.
I am Focalor. The
That
eyes
way,
of countless
I can become
Fontanians
myself
are upon
again.
me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
So the Farina we're seeing right now is the Farina that's been having to play this act all the time. But the text that we're seeing above, that's like in black and white, those are Farina's real emotions. Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even in her heart of hearts, she's still playing the role of the Hydro Archon. What sort of resolve must she have that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I have to find a way. Bro, that is so traumatic. So she's always in the spotlight, so now we have to turn off the
Dear
lights.
audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
Like, imagine always being like in the spotlight and unable to stop.
Embrace the ice.
It's like you're always having to play a role no matter what happens. Otherwise,
As you wish, main Fräulein.
you know, otherwise people's lives are at stake, etc. So she's basically a prisoner in her own right. Cannot be human.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Even in her inner self, she's still acting. Can you imagine? Like, never being able to turn it off, never being able to be your true self, never being able to be free.
Motion to compel.
That is so sad, bro. Like,
Whirling snow.
I'm about to make a very interesting relation towards being a streamer and what Farina's going through. There's a lot of times where, like, as a streamer, you're almost obligated to be somebody else or to appease, to cater what you're doing to what other people want. If your like whole intention is to make a career out of this, I guess I would look at it as like, yeah, like, I'm not trying to say that's my case because I am not big or anything like that. And Farina definitely has a much harder case, but in a lot of ways, when you're like having to perform, that's what it feels like. Like, they're always in the spotlight. Everybody's always watching you for a mistake or for something to happen. That's sad, but Farina's case, that's incredibly hard. I can imagine that's how, like, I don't know, like, just anyone in the limelight would have to live out their life, you know? But at least celebrities, etc., once they're home or something, you know, they can actually stop the performance, or at least you would think so. But Farina for 500 years has not been able to, because she's always in view. She's been seen as a god this entire time. Yo, what's up, Christy? That's all the spotlights turned off. In Farina's heart, they must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Was that her true voice? Ticket. When did that end up here? Either way, it looks like the show is about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Farina. Oh, I don't want to see this, bro. Scene 1 before a mirror, Farina? Oh, no. This is gonna be extra sad, isn't it? This is gonna be extra sad, isn't it?
Farina.
Oh, is she gonna come in contact with the actual Focalors?
Huh?
Divinity?
Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me. What do you wish to say?
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh.
going on. I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Conria, Capitano, and Dainsliff and Lumine? Rena is one of the most owned character in the game. You can see the reason why. I'm really starting to understand why. Yeah, I mean, I had already liked her like when I first met her. I just thought she was fun and cool. But now this is tragic. I mean, plus she's a really good support, so.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
Way to put pressure on her. Like, for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to play a role. And if you fuck it, like if you mess up, it's over for the people.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of
So
a
if you have
god
same
without
Farina
being
options to die after 500 years or suffer for 500 to save everyone. I mean, I wouldn't want this responsibility at all. Like this, so it's either I suffer, but I can save everyone, but everyone's going to turn on me anyway, because that's what the prophecy winds up happening anyway. That is the most lonely. Oh my God. That's holy crap.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still... So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh?
Holy crap. A session speech, Farina? Oh my god, Farina. This is traumatic, bro. She was so hopeful in the beginning. I like how they just made it so she could only walk. Like, how much more depressing can it get? No spring in your step. The weight of all of this responsibility is weighing her down. She can't run. That's the way. That's how I'm gonna.
The Maison
Make it-
Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps
Summon courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Farina de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Appear
In
earnest.
truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all as the god Focalor, the god of justice. I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and
Close
justice. Once
politely.
again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together after all. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison?
Oh,
I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
She's trying to be diplomatic.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy. Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That... Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them?
Wow.
Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Wow.
Deity, how wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Turn up the drama.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its god. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
End the speech emphatically.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Wow. Imagine having to do that for 500 years. Never being able to give up. Oh, now she's got a spring in her step.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for—
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent.
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things.
That's true, I fear I lack the ability—
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now to—
Yeah, we just had that trial.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right. Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
You remembered me, and you knew of my family, too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
You're such a gentle and wise god.
Interesting. I mean, she's still doing good stuff. Well, notice how there's a spotlight.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters—
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water level.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't—
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all.
Wow. And yeah, she's just stuck. She can't do anything.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time, but it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. All right.
Wow.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina, I've...
Indeed, my dear Lloyd.
So she just keeps repeating this day after day
Lady
after
Farina,
day after
we're
day.
detecting significant hydrological anomalies near
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute. I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
Damn, bro. In 500 years, she's trying to find a way to stop rising water, and she's checking on people while acting without stop. Alright. Scene 182,375.
Lady Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this.
It just keeps repeating.
I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria.
Oh, wow.
Almost 20 generations ago.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent. What is it, good citizen?
Yeah, why does it sound like she's crying?
Are you crying?
Uh-huh. Oh, really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it.
Oh, bro. That is... Oh my god, that is harsh. I am dying on the inside, fam. That is so sad. And she's all alone and she can't tell anybody.
So interminable.
Yup, so lonely.
So lonely.
She's being tortured every single day. Every single day.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
Farina and ...
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with...
That's great. I didn't think that the scene would replay in her inner world. Surely I'll find out what she wanted to tell me.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, just share it with me.
A witness. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show... If that's the case... He's right. I could confide in him, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina, you shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really all right?
Bro, she's crying for help.
Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once.
I mean, for over 500 years, every single day, and...
Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt.
Wow.
If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it. Long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of... All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Fine.
Wow.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works. But that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine?
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
I beg your pardon?
What?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed.
That machine was created to kill Farina to keep up the act?
I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, Some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial and the...
Indeed. This power
To kill the Hydro
accrued
Archon,
over
aka
5
Focal. Yeah. No.
could have
But for
sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the oratories.
So it's just meant to kill. What? It's like suicide.
But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but
for the Hydro Archon.
The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Oh, wow. Right, because the Archons were created by, them taking away the Gnosis from the dragons, right? So...
in other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked. Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself.
Getting ready for #1 scene? Oh boy. Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence.
So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence, defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on. That should be the justice enthroned over all of. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too. Iudex Nervillet, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too, at last. I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
I, Iudex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I learned the soundtrack on piano because it's epic, bro. That should make a video of that. That'd be awesome. Holy crap.
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtain power?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean
the
me?
root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Ho 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 ho. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is such a crazy story. Oh my god. Oh damn.
But how are we going to do that?
That is the saddest story I've ever, like...
I've already done my best to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from the way. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share part of the ancient dragon's power with you. Shall look for a way together.
I'm like, bro, I'm just dead. Farina and that was the saddest story I've ever heard. I'm not gonna lie, like A++. This game has killed me. Like for real. I don't know what to think anymore. Poor Farina.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Present itself.
Ortrice Mechanique Cardinal or whatever the meme. Bro, I can't believe you were able to type all that out. That's crazy. Like, you were actually almost 100% on lock. Oh my god, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, I like the song. We will answer to.
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress the strength from within.
Your raiment! Oz, reveal thyself! Let's dance!
Use the power of Numa or Alcia to destroy what? I don't know what that means.
Ready, steady, go!
All I know is try to kick its ass. That's all I know.
I'll protect us. Motion to compel.
I like how the music was about to become like. I like how it was about to become a banger and then it just went. Bleh. It was like, "Meh," and then turned off. Numar Oshar alignment that Fontaine characters have. Oh my god. So was I supposed to have a Fontaine character? They really should have told me that. Because I have Farina. Oh, hello. Child! Who is this? Uh-oh.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet
Don't worry,
would
the
start
text you were
brawling in the
in for the
meantime.
normal resin farming, but in the story quest they give you buffs to do. Oh, got it. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. And my master's pet? So child. Oh no, who is this?
Actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword.
Disciple.
Power. Who are you exactly?
What's up, Dafook?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master.
She's Child's master Skirt? Isn't this... Bruh, isn't Skirt like one of the top tier characters in this damn game?
It's just that he gave us the impression that she was, less...
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world, so you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its look. All in all...
Miss Skirk?
The point...
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's master.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Sertologi? What a name!
Nani?
What a name, Sertologi.
I am unfamiliar.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfalnir then? Or...
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhine Doctor's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-Daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
There's little to be surprised about, Paimon. It is natural after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. However...
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on
Yo,
her
what's up, Dark Nemo? Oh, wow.
Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Hey! Help! Over here!
Navia. So the waters did rise. But I guess the people's sins have been washed away, so they're no longer going to turn into oceanids. They're now actually human beings. They've been forgiven. Yeah, you know, oh boy, Gene has to come with this giant ship that he built. Wow.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue!
I got cranes.
Hurry! Hey, lend a hand! Look! The water's receding!
Oh no, Farina banner is gone. It is. I like how some people were just like, yeah, I was underwater this whole time, but that's okay.
The prophecy was wrong. The
If you have their best team, Mavica's number 1, Nubilet 2, Skirk number 3. Very close to being 2 in terms of DPS. Yeah, no, I don't have any of those people. Although I do want Nubilet. I don't want I don't know if I want Mavica yet though.
Are you alright?
We're safe. The prophecy was wrong.
The prophecy wasn't wrong, it was just altered. Arlie, White Tassel still can compete other top DPS. I heard everyone was telling me White Tassel is a good weapon for her, so that's what I'm gonna be leveling up. Navia.
The soil renewed. The Svina di Rasula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Svina di Rasula. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at Skyship Winglet.
Get Nubilet, he's very good with Farina and very flexible. Yeah, I mean, whenever his banner comes up, I'm gonna start saving for sure.
The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem.
Like I was thinking I was gonna wish for Durin in Annette's banner, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold off on that.
People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow!
Arlie is number 5, got power creep by Varessa, but Varessa gameplay breaks my fingers.
They sound like real big shots.
Yeah, I just got Arlecchino, so I have a lot of work to do. That's my thing and that's kind of why I'm like, maybe I won't wish on Annette's banner, because I'm like, I got a lot of characters to level up, fam. Like, I don't know if it's worth it anymore.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print the value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports.
He is predicted to appear at 6.4. What are we on? 6.3 or 6.2?
Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled...
Pirate's curious too! Wait a minute.
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed.
Are you sure?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on!
Oh, we're in a half of 6.1.
And then make a trip to the fortress.
Oh man, we got, I mean, hopefully, I mean, if I gotta wait a year, I'll do it. But I don't know. Like I said, I have time. So I probably won't wish on Annette's banner, but we'll have to see what the one after that kind of plays out. We'll have to see how it all kind of plays out. Hopefully by then I'll be done with the story. That would be nice. Like, I'll be caught up with the story is what I meant. Near about March. That should be a good amount of wishes, fam. Unfortunately, I'll have the 50-50 at that point, so we'll see. Well, maybe we'll have to see what happens in January, February.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, we're just having a...
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garun Snežević. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone.
I like how there's all those like fish in the background. They're like,
lost a lot of people. But we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Nobody cares about the fish just dead there, huh? Oh, they've lost people. That sucks.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours.
So people still winded up dying.
I especially like that article you wrote last year about... But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or
that would be fine.
Oh, you're back too.
Surrend. Do it at your pace. After story things become quite dry. Only world quests and endgame content remain. Yeah, I mean, again, my whole thing is like anytime events come out, I'm blocked by the fact that my Archon quest isn't high enough. So like there are primos that I am just missing out on because I have not finished the stupid Archon quest.
We finished laying down the construction materials.
And that's not to say
It'll
that
be
the
another
Archon
hour
quests
before
are
the workers
stupid.
are able
It's
to go over
just
there.
I wish that a lot of those events weren't blocked by Archon quests. Like that, I don't know, that's rough.
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
Claimed by leaks of prediction saying 6.2 are Durin, new character, and 3 rerun characters, Z Lonen, Varessa, and Venti. I don't care about Venti personally, but Varessa might be interesting.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well...
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always.
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then
Charlotte. Navia is a baddie. That's all I gotta say.
Bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture.
I'll still say Clorinde is the ultra baddie.
A few more shots.
But you gotta give it to Navia.
All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections.
All the old Mondstadt character buffs too, according to leaks. Yeah, what's the story with the Mondstadt character buffs, bro? Like, I've been hearing a lot about that, but I have no information on it whatsoever.
Wow, you really do.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
You already knew she was drawn?
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too.
That's a...
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no...
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I...
Stay safe now. And tell...
Go to the Fortress of Meripede, okay. Let's go back here. I'm gonna teleport here. I have a feeling. Yep. Oh no, I gotta go up. There we go. Oh, I can jump on that rope. That's interesting.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic...
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet...
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
Never taught to the press, bro.
The much-rumored Duke. Thank you.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview.
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey, no need to be so nervous.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurt.
Sir, please don't say
Yeah,
things
because they're an item, because they're, you know, secretly bumping uglies.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it.
No, I just...
Now, I might not look it, but
They basically added a fourth passive to characters who are related to the Hetson Circle. A buff, a kit stats buff too, and Durin basically is the center of it. Durin, I got it. So like, what characters are being talked about getting buffs?
The boat that brought about a miracle. The ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask...
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself...
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory.
Really? Well, then in that case...
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of...
Did you really have to use the word cup? Well, then, 2 solo...
Is my hair messed up? Please.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Sure. Come on, Miss Sijuane. Over this way. Let's find a brighter...
Sure. Do I have to smile?
Aren't you always smiling?
Same old, as you can see.
Like, low-key,
Fontaine's undergone some
Sijuane
changes,
always looks like she's
place is
drunk
still
to me.
more
I don't know why. Like, oh girl, she always has like such a nonchalant smile and her eyes are always like little. I'm like, I low-key think Sijuane is an alcoholic. Just saying.
Other than that flying ship.
Razor, Mona, Flea, Fischl. Whoa, Fischl might be getting a buff. That would be insane. And I love it because I have Fischl. Venti, Albedo, Sucrose, as far as I remember. Oh, am I gonna have to start working on Mona? I got my Mona to like level 70, but honestly, I haven't done much with her after that.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jury?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that.
I see. Lots of things happen that day.
When is Yan Fei gonna
Anyway,
get a
regarding
buff?
That Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually...
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duty. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a...
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. All right. Last stop, the docks.
Well, if Fischl gets a buff, I will be a happy camper. That's all I can say. Can I just jump down? Like, do I really have to do all this? 'Cause I'm free! Free falling! Oh, I almost hit that tree. That would have been terrible. However's giving any buff is a miracle in and of itself. Oh, trust me, I just want my characters to flourish. Damn it. Damn it! Watch, Venti's gonna be #1 once again.
They really are here! How did you know?
He's gonna be the #1 Archon.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets, though...
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte.
Yeah, but we're not sure
Would
if
you
they're
like a
going
magic
to
pocket?
buff them more or nerf them because they're still working on it. It has happened before with Dia. Was they nerfed her number before her release? Oh, bro. I would not be surprised if they nerf Fischl. I'm gonna be pissed off if they do too.
What sort of gadget is
But
it?
I use Fischl, so knowing them, they're gonna nerf her. They are going to nerf her.
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry it.
Trick a friend.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Femine don't talk, bro.
Is this what you...
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Oh.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Sounds like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you.
Doing all right?
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's all right. We were more than happy to help.
Oh, I guess you... After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
What? Neuvillette? What? You gave her the gnosis?
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
That's not a diplomatic gift. What the?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Bro, but that is the no... Why is it that gods and dragons are just giving away gnosises like it's just candy? Like, yeah, go ahead. You earned it. What? That's like, I don't know, in Zelda, giving away the Triforce. Like, oh yeah, you cut my grass. Here you go, bro. Here's your gnosis. Except from the Archon quests, some world quests really are quite good. Unfortunately, to get the story, you have to dig through a amount of text. A shame. Yeah, I know. Trust me, dude. I do not like reading. But so far, you know, this is the first time I've actually really paid attention to the story, minus the Dendro arc, which was just all right.
That's true, but this is...
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart
so there's...
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself.
Isn't he real busy? But back to the topic. The gnosis was given...
They say that he's
Yeah, what about
returned to
Child?
Snezhnaya
Say
to
that he's
recover
returned
from
to
his wounds.
Snezhnaya to return from his
I hear that the
room.
recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies.
True. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we...
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
The knave. Arlecchino.
Father!
Well, well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers. Yes, don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep to your
Well,
position?
that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
I hope we don't turn out to be enemies. Wait, why is he... Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver this.
A vision?
Oh, his
All
vision.
right.
That's right.
I'll remember to...
Child's vision.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
See, nobody likes journalists.
If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent. The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, She has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go?
This man just giving out magic
Here,
pockets
traveler,
like it's
Paimon, you take one too.
like it's pennies. Like here you go. Bump 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 bump.
Move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic. I guess this must be life. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll...
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing?
Yes. The most badass character in this game so far. Most of the question will be answered starting for the newest region. They started putting some important lore in the center instead. Hidden in some obscure books. Really, what? Uncle Shiv went. I don't know. Even when I play Shiv, my guy, you don't even come by. What a question. First Gnosis was stolen, second contract, third in exchange for our life. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. They're doing such a good job collecting Gnosises. It's ridiculous. But not true, Unc.
The entrance to the fortress. Wow, she really is there.
I don't know. Nahida had 2 Gnosis exchanged, both for knowledge. I know. Oh my god, I gotta see what Neuvillete's gonna say, bro. I'm doing such a good job asking for Shiv and not joining the live. That's what I'm saying, like, why is it all the Shiv players come on and ask me to play Shiv, and then when I don't play Shiv, or no, then when I do play Shiv, nobody comes around and support. It's like, are y'all just looking for free advertisement? Like, what's up with that? Either way, like, I'm not gonna sit there and advertise the game if the community's not gonna come and support me. But I'm still gonna play it, just when I want. Also, we are the reason why they're able to get them too.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time.
I was just oh man, Neuvillete's such a badass,
to
bro.
set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all.
Oh, it's not just you, somebody random. I'm just saying in general, my guy. In general. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna, I have a schedule. It's on the Discord. And yeah, that's when I'm gonna do it. So I don't know what the point is of coming onto the stream and asking me, so when Shiv? Like, Saturday and Sunday, my guy. That's usually when I play Shiv. Like, coming on my stream and asking me to play Shiv while I'm playing another game, like, bruh. What's that about? Try some character trailer reaction. People seem to love these. There's a lot that I have to do. There's a lot that I have to do with Genshin. Number one, I want to start learning how to do calculations and builds. That's definitely something I want to start looking into in the future, because there's a lot I have to learn there. And then number two, like, just making more content for Genshin as well, because it's such a good game. Like, damn, bro.
Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Only Miko are they one giveaway Gnosis because of us, but the rest was in exchange for stuff. I'll see you, Christy. Take it easy.
That's what happened?
Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you.
Thank you, my friend.
I only saw Farina's part myself.
Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged element. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontaine.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element.
The authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element.
Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well.
Wow.
Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn
Wow.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the initial verdict that was passed on Child.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster.
Oh,
At most,
okay.
he would have had 10 Genshin. As for the judgment
Got it.
passed by the... Whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off.
Interesting. Interesting. That's crazy.
Focalor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans. Were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water.
Do you recall how
Do you
Fontainians would
recall how
often come to
Fontainians
the
would
fountain
often
of
come to
Lucine
the
and pray
fountain
for
of
children?
Lucine to pray?
Yeah.
Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Paimon sorta gets it.
Ask away. I will tell you the
That's
truth as I know
interesting.
it.
About Fontaine's future. Yeah, what's going to happen?
Risley said Farina
Farina left.
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated
Yeah,
the
it's a
post
good
of
feeling
Hydro
somebody
Archon and
random.
left affairs related to that title to me before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
Poor Farina. Oh, I'm sorry, somebody random. You might want to go put an ice pack. That's never happened to me before, but good luck with that, my guy. Oh, poor Farina.
She's still got a place to stay.
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel.
Well, I don't necessarily eat healthy, but bro, what the hell are you eating?
In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit, but now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass
Bro,
verdicts by
Nivelet
myself.
has become authoritarian. I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the...
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me.
Yo, the map where you need to capture the fortifications, the map where you have to blow ships. I've gone on a ladder and got chopped. That's cool, bro. I mean, it happens. You should take a video, man, and send it.
As such, before I attend to my other
I
responsibilities,
must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. See, this is why Neuvillette is such a badass, bro.
The duty of the Eudex
He's so
shall coexist
duty-driven.
within my person.
Like, bro, that's so awesome. Child has told us before he fell into the abyss and met Skirk and learned how to fight, and he awakened the whale, and that's why he was guilty. Yeah, I know. That's crazy, bro.
Departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
Oh yeah, how are they gonna get power without the indemnitium?
That's true. That power was derived from the blade, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay.
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute.
Oh wow.
Another reason.
Wow. This ancient...
Ask away. I will tell you.
Oh
the
wow,
truth as I know
bro.
it.
About Fontaine's Gnosis. Yeah, this is what I really wanted to know.
You've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something.
I can't really join Discord because of my history on Shiv. And what is your history on Shiv?
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine
I was
throne
just
is
saying,
now
post
no
a video
more.
on your TikTok.
But I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning. For if the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I did not catch that. Hold on.
That's right.
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, the Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more. And I do, as such, it has lost. If the Fatui have
Yeah, but bro,
ask away.
I do not know if that's a good decision. Like, even if you don't need the Gnosis, why would you give it to someone who is actively seeking it for potentially disastrous things? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you're putting the world potentially at stake just for diplomatic reasons? Like, that's crazy. About the next stop on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume. I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
Cooney, I did start late, my guy. I had a day. I had a day between work and then the kid. Like, I was just extremely exhausted. So literally after I put my son to sleep, I knocked out. Yeah, I knocked out, and then I woke up at like, I'm supposed to start my stream at 8, and I woke up at like 9:40, and I was like, what the hell? So I slept for like a good 2 hours, I want to say. But my body was like, bro, you got to stream. So here I am.
As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
Yeah. But how are you doing, Cooney? How's your eyes, man?
A nation of dragons?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution.
Ooh.
Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war.
Ooh.
War ravages those lands like an undone. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave, that the Harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The Captain?
Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously?
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's door. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
What? They're really setting me up for the next region.
Still got a question about... When we spoke to Lenny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly... We guessed that there might be some reason for...
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp.
He said, I'll give it away because if he refused, he thinks they're going to do some trouble in Fontaine to get it by ill means. I don't care. Then you take on that risk, damn it. Then you take on that risk and you defend that. You don't just give it away. You don't just give it away. Bro, you are the dragon. You're the last dragon, bro. No. I volunteer with the Salvation Army, so we just dropped off all their kettles at their locations where they'll be ringing. But we had to do some maintenance on signs and stands, laugh out loud. Quite a few hours of hauling and setup. That sounds rough, dude.
So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
But yeah, how are
In
your
truth,
eyes,
I
Cooney?
exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after
I know you
sending
said the
you
other
two back
day
to the
that
surface.
they were dilated and
It went something
everything.
like this.
Noob says in his head, nah, man, not worth it. Nah. All these dragons and gods only care about their land. They're not thinking about the greater picture.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on.
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference.
Oh, they're fine now. They just do that for that. Okay, okay. I thought that they were looking for something in particular, but it sounds like everything worked out well. Well, that's good, dude. Then and how are things? How are things with the family?
I can finally catch the scent of your power.
The
What it's
scent of
made
your power.
is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me, but I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just...
I've been training with my master, the Fowl, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you.
I see. So she just set him up. She's like, you better get rid of that. Why do I get 10 plus people on me when I want to do objective? I don't know. Do you have TTV in your name? Or TT? That might... I get that all the time.
To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn.
What do you mean by...
No need to fret. These are just my...
This third descender you refer to?
Who are they and
Who
when
are
did they die?
And when did they die?
Yep, nothing they could see wrong, just basic exam. Family's doing good. With government opening up VA and stuff, it should be helping out with us getting into Wyoming. That's good, Crooney. I'm glad to hear, my guy. Yeah, I don't know when all of that is gonna, you know, wind up ironing out, but hopefully we'll get something. Some assistance. Well, if he keeps it, the Fatui won't stop fighting to get it. Yeah, but I don't care. Again, I still stand by. You have to think of the greater good, not just of your people. The greater good, bro. Do you know? Yeah, I know OCD treks.
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just was... If you're interested, though, I could ask...
Next time, you believe we...
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I?
I'm unfortunately lost. Didn't get the
That's
time
what
to
she
catch
told
up.
me. Whether it would prove useful or not.
When this is
I
done,
wanted
though,
to pass
bro,
that information
there's
on to
so
you.
much. I don't even remember the last time you watched Cooney, so there's just so much that happened.
The remains
You
of
missed one of the saddest stories I have ever heard, probably in top 5 video games. I don't know. Like, it just... I would recommend watching the VOD if you're very curious to know what happened. I could sum it up, but I'll put it to you this way, bro. I wanted to cry so bad. It's so rough.
So that's what the gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
it was so rough.
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
Like, people have said, people on the stream earlier, they were like, this is probably the greatest act in this game and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, wow. I didn't believe it until it happened. And I'm like, oh, yo, this is deep. And it's deep on a personal level, you know, like on a person level. That's the part where it's like, oh.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it.
I am the fourth descender. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders. And two, that the one who came before me has already died.
I guess that you might already be familiar with this concept. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descendant. I wonder.
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That doesn't. No, let's not think comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and
Don't worry, I won't die so easily.
But this topic's still. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information.
All right. Whatever the case.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the wills of the
I
gods?
suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as rain. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Wow. I'm assuming we're not done with chapter 4 yet. Until we get the new chapter. Spoken like a water dragon, bro. Chef's kiss. That's all I gotta say is chef's kiss. Or BP. Oh, we got a wish? Hell yeah. I think I unlocked some more stuff too. The guide. Yep. Oh, we're in interlude at 3. Anytime he speaks is like a chef's kiss. I know, dude. That voice actor, like that. It's so good, dude. All right. Well, we got more. We got some more stuff drawn out. Oh, there's a survey. Oh, it's only 30,000. I'll do that survey another time. I'm not gonna do that right now. Let me just make sure. What's this looking like? I could probably convert more stuff. Let me go ahead and convert this real quick. In short, Fatui is so powerful in lore. The Fatui is everything, bro. Like they have such a large role in this game. Good. That's what I'm here for. Putting people to sleep is my expertise. I zoned out hard last night while you streamed. That's funny, bro. I mean, we wind up getting our character. That's the most important thing. Now I just have to sit here and level her up. I just have to level her up now. This badass mofo. So I'm looking forward to setting her up. This is gonna be my dream team. Hold on. The dream team. I'm just gonna have to get it all ready. Yeah, I tried staying up for all the wishes, but I was able. Yeah, zoned way before you got to. Yeah, no. It took a long time. I'm not gonna lie. So I get it, man. But yeah, it worked out in the end because we did get her. Now I have to level up this entire team to make them viable. But I think once they're viable, oh my god, This team is going to be so good.
A blade.
It's going to take a lot of work though, and that's the part where I'm like, ugh. But we'll get there. It's fine. Anyway, with that being said, it is already late and I have to be heading to bed for work tomorrow. So with all that being said, folks, I know it was kind of a short stream today. Like I said, woke up late. I apologize. But I will be back tomorrow for some more Genshin Impact, by the way. Tomorrow we will be continuing the story. Hopefully we can actually get to chapter 5. Like we're almost caught up, I think. How many chapters are there? How many chapters are there? Let me I think there's 6 chapters if I'm not mistaken. Impact chapters. Let's see. Oh no. Wait. Yeah, I think there's 6 chapters. The 7th one still hasn't come out yet. So yeah, we're almost caught up, bro. But in any case, with that being said, I hope you all have a good night. Good luck tomorrow. We're almost there, fam. It is Friday. We have 8 more hours before we're able to just chill and be on the weekend as far as work is concerned. But in any case, with that being said, I'm going to head to bed. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. And with all that being said, I will see you all later. Peace.